Hi, my name is Philip Adelabu, and I wrote this little program backend called Book Renter API. Now, this Book Renter API is an application that will actually allow users to come online to register themselves and also be able to rent a book. We currently have those two collections created. We have the users and you have also the book. Now, let's foremost try to see at this endpoint post old local register to register a new user. Now these are the schema that is required to be able to correctly register the user. But before then, let me come here and also copy this particular information here to assist in quickly creating a user. I'll click on try out here. Now after that, I'll clear this and I'll paste this one that just copy. Now let me remove this name and put another name. I can call it Rita Brown or Rita Jones. Okay, we have Jones like this. Now I can also change this email here to let's call it Rita@gmail.com. I will leave everything as it is. So that the role as a customer, it can also be an admin, but we want the customer for now. So and also if I click on execute, I should see an output telling me that okay, you are now logged in. Actually I should have first registered then and log in here, but I did it in such a way that when you register you are logging automatically at the same time too. So after that, let's actually come and see all the user currently in systems. I'll come here under users all to get all users. Now click on get, click on try out, click on execute, and here I have all the users currently in system. This is the last one I created, Rita@gmail.com, Rita Jones, customer. Good. Now let's pick this particular ID of this particular user and try to see if we can get the user by ID for a full detail. Now that I have that, let me come to get user by ID, click on try out, and then I have to clear this one. Okay, then I paste this one. Okay, let me click and execute. I hope it's a ID that's well connected. Okay, I took an invalid ID. Let me come again to see all the. Okay, the reason why it gave me that is because there's a validation for the ID. The ID has to be a correct ID, otherwise it's not going to work. We have that at the route to ensure that it is word secured. So here I put the wrong ID, so that is complaint. See this here, we have what's called the status code 400 error. So it is not the correct ID I copy. So let me come back here and clear it out. Then click on paste, then execute. Now if you have come back and announced that okay, I have the correct one, and this is what's called Rita Jones, a customer. This here the phone number and address, the role the customer. Fine, I have this particular ID. Let me copy that one again back and try to see if I can actually update this particular ID with this user. Now if I come here, click the ID, then let me come here and try to copy this one again to ensure that I can update and change things there instead of me typing everything from scratch again here. So I can remove customer from here and also the password, and I can also remove the email. Let's leave this one as it is. I can change the address. Most people change address, so I can change the address to this estate. I can say this one to like CMT. Okay, that's okay. And of course I can change the name to Paulina Brown to, let's call this one Tony Blair. Alright, now I have this one. So if I click on execute, now I could, yes, verify. So you have Tony Blair here and his customer. All seem to find the address 70 Tools Estate, verify. Okay, I can update, I can create, I can get. So let's try to delete this particular user, and then okay. But before then, let's also come back here under a book. Let's try to create a new book. Okay, let's say I come to post book here to create a book. Okay, try hard. Okay, but let me copy this particular book here, and I can change some things over there. Copy. Alright. Okay, let's call this one the little song. Little song birds. Okay, just a name, not really correct a name. Okay, we're going to change this ICBN to something like this. Alright, now a fiction, the author is publisher is Tom Cruise, the author is John Doe, is available true or false, but let's say it's true for now. So when I do that one, Little Songbird is in the title of the book, so click on execute. Alright, so I'm sure you have it here, the Little Songbird, John Doe, the author, and Tom Cruise is the publisher. Okay, fine. I have this particular book here. Let's come and see all the book currently in the system. If I come here to get all books, I should see all the books. And I can pick one, try to update it or delete it. So it's bringing me all the books from the database MongoDB. Okay, fine. Okay, let's try again. I think sometimes my network will also be one of the reasons why this is going to roll around. Okay, fine. I thought I had just two books here. You have the title Songbird. So let me take this one, correct the spelling instead of title, this title. So I copy this particular ID, and I want to update the book. Okay, here is to put updates. Okay, try out. Okay, now I have to make sure I get this one here, so I can just try easily copy things I want to update there and remove things I don't need down there. So I have it here. So the title is this one. So you could title the title Singing Bird. Yes, that's a prison. So the author is John Doe. I can remove this one here for now, don't need that one, and is available first. Let's say it's not available for now. Alright, so and let me not leave this. Let's call it a non-fiction. Non-fiction, so fiction. Non-fiction. Good, that's the gen. So if I do that, I'll come here and click on execute. Okay, fine. It's the book successfully updated and the source code is 200. So Little Singing Birds, John Doe, and then non-fiction, that's correct. And it is available first. Good. So that I have this one, and let me now again try to delete that. Let's delete that. But before the let's see if actually we have this one working very fine. The get by ID. Is it working fine? Fine, it's working fine. So let's now try and delete exactly this particular book. Okay, I think I have the delete book here. Delete, and sure enough, book deleted successfully. Let's try again to delete. It's gonna go because we are able to check as for any error, book not found. That means it's very fine. Now okay, I've done all for the users. Let me not delete a particular user. I think I have this user here, Paul at Gmail. Let's copy this and delete that one. Delete that one. Okay, your users, delete user by ID. So let's try out. Let's do this. Okay, let's try, click on delete, execute it. Okay, user successfully. If I try one more time again, I should get user not found. Okay, user not found, and a 500 sensor code. So very fine. Now let's come to the source code, exactly how and why all this actually are the way they are. I have my source code down here. Now I have to actually follow a design pattern called MVC as model view and controller, but there's no view here for now. So this is the controller. My controller has the authentication controller, the book controller, and user controller. My model actually is here. I have the book, I have the payment and renter, but currently I have the users and I have the book model here. Payment, renter, and views will come back later. Let's see for the user controller. My route is actually in this place here, the routes. So this authenticated route to make sure we register a particular user. Now this is where we have this callback for the GitHub. But for now, let's focus on the localization. We have the localization here, the name, email, and address, password. So here we have the book controller, the book routes. We have the title, ISBN, author, gen, publisher, and so forth. Now, when a call is made from the endpoint API, it is either book or user. Let's come to book controller here. The book controller here is actually here to get all books. We put the fetching of the database information inside the book service. So that means the book controller will call a book service to get all the books and return that particular item to result. When it is returned, we have a particular utility called success, send success. If everything goes well, we put the response here, the result of what was received from the service here, and a message to say book successfully retrieved. But also, I still have to show you exactly how the service look like. Now this is a service. For the book services here, we also have to put the book service inside a tran error, a tran cache, to make sure that if any error is generated while fetching information, this one should throw an error and also cache the error. When it caught the error, it also throw the error back, and when it is thrown back, the controller will pick the error and also try to send a particular information to the user to understand what is going on exactly here. So this is gets all book because an async information in a sync call, so the book file get all the books and put the results. The result here is now sent to the controller. The controller here will handle get all the books here and put it here. It's because now it's an async method. It has to also put the await here to wait for the incoming information and to store it in the results. So when the results get it, we will feed the send resources. If there's any error at all while doing this particular process here, this particular cache error, we cache the error here and also get this particular customized message to send it to the user. Now, if you look very well at our, string, I see that the way we have it constructed, we have the sources to say it is true or false. We have the message, no book successfully. We have the test, the data here is actually what is retrieved from the MongoDB database. So you have the title, the author, but this is very customized to actually show that okay, it was well retrieved, and its source code also be sent. If there's any error, like we have an error before somewhere around, you have 500 here. You see here there's an error of 500 source code because what was sent was not really what was not sent, because user was not found. We have success false message here. There's no need of putting data because the result was not really well retrieved. So let's come back into it, see exactly how it works here. So this particular send error will take this argument response error message. If there's no error message, so this one will be sent failed to retrieve, failed to get or retrieve all books. Then error source code of 500 depending of what is being received from here. Now let's see exactly at our utility folder where we have this particular response message sent. Now see the send success is here, so we have to take this response. If there's any data, we'll put it here. Message, if there's no message, success is the default. Source code is 200. So we have this response exactly that's sent to the user back. So we have the success through message that is sent from here. Okay, and the data is our result from database. So we put here the response and data. This is our response, and the data is added to this one. So we now send information back to the controller using this particular source code. As for the error is here, and the error we don't need to put the data at all because there's only putting data there when there's already an error. So we have the message for the error message, source code 500. If there's no one received from the controller there, then error message in case if you have more errors in array is here that's can be handled. So we have this particular response. See the message the success first message and timestamp, and here we have to send back to the controller. So the controller receive everything, and when that one's been received, it will send it back to the consuming API. So we have the create book exactly, and also the same thing was also done for the get book by ID and also update book. So we ensure that our service is one responsible for the interaction between the backend and the database. So we will not allow the particular service to be called from the front end directly, but the service should undo any interaction between the system and the database. So that is how that went. The same thing also goes for the user service. You have the create users, we have the delete user by ID, get all users, and update user too. Okay, that is how exactly our project is structured. Okay, so the middleware here was the one to ensure that notification will happen, but that will be explained in the next video next time. Thank you.